Hey guys, this is Philip Fortenberry with Fatherhood Revolution. So I had a guy write in and ask me this question: how do I find the balance between being a good worker and providing for my family, but also still spending time with my family and focusing upon them? And I'll tell you, there's probably not a man alive who hasn't struggled with the answer to that question, including me. Okay? And so what I found along on my journey were really a couple of things. One was when I was a younger man, I wasn't intentional in planning my day ahead of time. And because I wasn't intentional in planning my day ahead of time, I wasn't efficient with my time. And because I wasn't efficient with my time, it caused me to be at work longer than what I should have been had I been well planned. And so when I was staying longer at work, that's robbing my family of the time that I could have been spending with them if I had been better planned and been more efficient. Okay, and so I just want you to think about that if that affects you. And there's all kinds of virtual coaches and such out there. Bill Watkins, the Lions Pride, one of them that I'm familiar with, and there's some that cost money and some that don't. All right, and there's all different kinds out there. And I just would encourage you to look into one of those if you're really struggling with that structure at your work, but also that structure needs to include your family. You need to have your wife in your day plan. You need to have your children and their functions in your planner. And you need to have all of that planned out. And sure, sometimes life's going to happen, happens to all of us, where the plan does not go as it was written on the paper, okay? But the more that you do it, the more you're going to succeed. And particularly when you have one of those virtual coaches, they're going to be able to help you see the places where you're wasting your time. And so I'd encourage you just to check into that. Again, there's lots of different resources for that. And I would just encourage you to do that and be intentional, okay? Not just intentional about getting a plan, but even about getting somebody to help you plan, even if it costs you a little bit of money. And some of those are for executives, like that Bill Watkins and Lions Pride, really more for executives. But there's also some free resources out there, too, that give you encouraging tips. And I would just encourage you to look some of those up. Another one that I've used, too, before is Darren Hardy in Success. He's got some great free information, too, though he does also sell stuff. And so I just would encourage you to do that and to invest in your relationship with your children and with your wife by becoming more efficient with your time. Okay? So this is Philip Fortenberry about to sign off with Fatherhood Revolution. And don't forget the kid next door who needs you. He needs some of your time too. I used to be that kid.